It is a beautiful morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show. Coming to you from Carnival Radio, and this is Newspaper Review. I am Joseph Oyokola. Good morning, and please do well. And welcome once again. This morning on Newspaper Review, I came with different newspapers, and each of them with interesting stories. I have the Punch with me, I have the Vanguard newspaper, I have the Post, and I have Daily Trust news paper. At the beginning is in details, we'll force to read the headlines. I read these from the Punch newspaper. Federal government moves to tighten airport prison security. Moving to the Vanguard newspaper, UTME candidate, travelers abducted in Benue attack. Another interesting story. Oyo College NBTE approval intimidate those inciting student, says proprietor. And now to the news in details. From the Punch newspaper, federal government moves to tighten airport prison security. Amid a suspected insurgents plot targeting the airport and correctional facilities in Abuja and neighboring Niger State, security agencies have moved to reinforce the site. The Nigerian Police Force, the Nigerian Immigration Service, and the Nigerian Correctional Service told the newsmen on Thursday that they have proactively strengthened security around the airport and custodial centers. The Washington Post had reported an internal memo from the Nigerian Customs Service which disclosed plans by terrorists to attack the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport and Kuje Custodian Center, the Federal Capital Territory, and the prison facility in Niger State. It said the attacks are being planned by fighters of the Islamic State West African Province, Boko Haram, Ansaru and Jamaat Nasruti al-Islam wa Muslimin. Memo dated 13 April 2026 and signed by Timi Bomodi, Deputy Controller General in charge of the Enforcement, Inspection and Investigation Unit, stated that the terrorists are also targeting a military detention facility in Wawa, Niger State. The two-page document claimed the ISWAP fighters have already infiltrated the FCT in preparation for the attack on the airport and Kuje prison, a move to release detained insurgents. The document noted that the planned airport attack bore similarities to Islamic State strikes on aviation facilities in Hami and Tahura in Niger Republic, suggesting a possible intent to replicate the pattern inside Nigeria. For more details, please visit the Punch newspaper. Federal government moves to tighten airport prison security. Moving to another interesting stories. Oyo College NBTE approval intimidates those inciting students, says proprietor. The proprietor of the Shayin College of Science and Health Technology in Oyo State, Sunday Woseni, on Thursday alleged that some disgruntled elements working with illegal private colleges of health and nursing in the state are inciting students against the management over the approval of the institution. Woseni made this allegation in a statement released in Ibadan, the state capital. It described the listing of the college at the State College of Science and Health Technology, Ibadan, as the only two institutions approved by the National Board of Technical Education as a threat to those without the approval in this state. The proprietor explained that some of those inciting the students were formerly staff members who could not withstand the call of accountability, discipline, and due diligence in the running of the college and had to run to some newly created colleges and plant acrimony in their former students against the authority of the college. To be recalled that a group campaign for better public health had on Friday, April 3rd, 2026, called on the State Ministry of Education and the NBTE to urgently launch investigation into the proliferation of illegal colleges of health in the state. The body claimed that apart from the State College of Health and Science Technology, in Ibadan, and the Shayin College of Science and Health Technology, no other institution is in the approved list of the NBTE to date in the state. The group made this known in a statement released by Director of Public Communication Antonio Joe in Ibadan. However, Owoseni in a statement on Thursday described what he called an unwarranted protest by the students over the fear of authenticity of their certificate at the end of their programs as not needed, and in that simple engagement with the school authorities will have assured them of true pictures of things. He therefore appreciated the efforts of the executive chairman of his saying local government, Razak Fadiran, the Aseyin of his saying, Obasefiu Oyebola, the traditional council, the security agencies and other stakeholders that waded into their matter for amicable resolution. Owoseni added that the institution is saddled not with pecuniary gain in mind, but for the growth and development of education in his saying and the state in general. This news was sourced from the Vanguard newspaper. Oyo College's NBTE approval intimidates those inciting students, says proprietor. In another interesting story, government have abducted passengers, including candidates of the ongoing Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination being conducted by the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board along the Makurdi-Otukpe Road in Benue State. The victims were said to have been traveling in Benue Link's bus from Makurdi to Otukpo when the vehicle was attacked on Wednesday night. A source who spoke a condition of anonymity due to the sensitive nature of the incident said the bus, which was conveying about 18 passengers, was intercepted near Otukpo around 8 p.m. by suspected bandits who took most of the occupants into the bush. According to the source, the passengers were mainly young persons heading to Utukpo to sit for the JAMB examination scheduled for Thursday. However, the Commissioner of Police in the state, Ifeanyi Imenari, said 14 passengers were abducted, adding that one victim escaped. Imenari, who spoke in a telephone interview with the newsmen on Thursday, said he was in Utukpo coordinating the rescue operation. He added that the command had commenced an investigation into the incident, particularly the circumstances surrounding the journey. According to him, the Benue Links management has a policy against night travel, but the driver allegedly picked up passengers after official hours. The chairman of Utukpo local government area, Maxwell Ogiri, also confirmed the incident, saying security operatives had been deployed to the area. Ogiri: the passengers traveling along the Makurdi-Utukpo road have faced repeated attacks by gunmen in recent months. For more details, please visit the Vanguard News paper. UTME candidate travelers abducted in Benue attack. On to the last news on newspaper review this morning. Oluremi Tinubu to unveil federal government industrialization program in Kano. The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, is set to launch Energize Commercialization Now, a federal government innovation and industrialization initiative in Kano on Thursday, April 23, 2026. The initiative is designed to mobilize innovation, attract investment, and accelerate industrial production across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. The Kano State Commissioner for Information and Internal Affairs, Ibrahim Wahia, disclosed this while addressing a news conference on Thursday. He stated that the event will run from April 23rd to April 25th featuring a series of activities across the state. Wahiya explained that the federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, is spearheading the flagship program, Energize Commercialization Now. According to him, the 3D National Launch and Northwest Zonal event will take place from April 23rd to April 25th, 2026 in Carnival State. He added that the event is expected to bring together representatives of the federal and state government, including governors and first ladies from the Northwest, as well as research institutions, universities, and polytechnics. Further expected participants include innovators, inventors, and startups, private sector investors, manufacturers, industrial associations, development finance institutions, international partners, traditional rulers, and community stakeholders. The commissioner further explained that the official launch of the First Lady will be followed by a high-level panel discussion for our state synergy for innovation and industrialization, as well as a mini exhibition of selected innovations. For more details, please visit the Punch newspaper. Oluremi Tinubu to unveil the federal government industrialization program in Kano. To bring the newspaper review to a close this morning, here is the recap of the headlines. Federal government moves to tighten airport prison security. UTME candidate travelers abducted in Benue attack. Oyo College's NBTE approval intimidate those inciting student, says proprietor. Oluremi Tinubu to unveil federal government industrialization program in Kano. And with that, we've come to the end of the newspaper review. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media app from Google Play Store and App iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains Joseph Oyokola. Good morning and please do well to enjoy the rest of your day.